So I was in the middle of recording that last video, and I got screen started to glitch out, and I saw that it got up to like the kind of surgery example with the central nervous system and all that, and that's great. But I just wanted to go back into what I was talking about before the thought slipped, and so I'm lucky that it saved even that much. I thought I was going to have to rebuild the whole thing. I think we got to here and we had talked about like rebuilding the custom rank on our own. And then we talked about like, once you rebuild the custom rank, you have to go back and retest the factors that come out of it because they're going to play off the rank differently. So the way it works is like your first layer is the screening rules. So you have, the list of rules, and they basically tell you like, hey, what stocks do I want to buy and sell? And so each month it'll run those stocks, and there'll be 1,000+ stocks that pass, like we saw with the first example. And then the ranking is going to say, how much emphasis do I want to place on each of those stocks based on what criteria? And so you want to build a system that emulates the way the famous investor would pick their stocks, and then also gives you consistent results as of the stress test. So we got rid of the low price stocks, we got rid of the low market cap stocks, we built our own new ranking system, which I'll go through with you in a minute. But this is the version that I send out. So I think it was doing 2,000% with our factored out rules. And now I went through and I refactored the rules based on the new ranking system that I made, which is my own custom ranking, which didn't work well with the other rules. And the last test is to stress test it. So here we're getting pretty much the same returns as we were getting with our solid already model, except now we've got a larger return in the long run, which is kind of cool. So that long run return is going to tell us, how the stock would do through a period like the dot-com bubble and how it would do during a period like the 2008 bubble. So we've got the dot-com bubble and the 2008 bubble, and those are also both recessions. And so what that's going to tell us is that if we end up in a market period, where there's a fundamental deviation of the prices, then from the underlying value, then we will, be ready to handle that. And the later bubbles like COVID, and I don't know if this is a bubble yet or not. I have some software that helps me understand it, but I don't think it was. It'll encompass those periods also. So I don't think there's anything left to do. We already know what's going to happen if we go back 5 years, 3 years, 1 year. This is the version that I send out. So what we want to do now is we want to look at the ranking system. And inside of the course, I'm going to help you, learn how to build your own ranking system. But I just looked at the book and I looked at each factor that is, contributing to the model based on Buffett's criteria. And I actually factored all these out too. So I tried to look at where we were getting the best Sharpe ratio based on what percentages and across time to match up with the screening criteria. So it's playing off of each other really nicely. So that's what I did.